Well, I realize I haven't done a video for a few days, but I am working on cutting logs and some other stuff that I don't share. But this, so it was a big log, in fact, too big. I couldn't get through it with my 20-inch bar, so I had to go cut with my 20 first, and then come back with the 24 so I could reach that last little bit. And that worked fine, you know, cut nice and smooth. But what I'm doing here is cutting floor joists, and I wanted to get them out of the heartwood of the log. So this will actually be 2 of them. You at that like 6.5, because I'm cutting them the square of what my hand rides on, this 2x6, which, you know, isn't 6, but then the next cut I'll make after I come through here with the long bar, the next cut will be right down the middle, so it'll follow right straight down. Then I'll go, you know, that 6.5, up at 6.5 down. Okay, the reasoning behind that, then when these are put into position, you know, a piece like this, now if you leave this sit, the natural tension of the wood is going to make it go like this. Well, now when I'm cutting these floor joists, I'm going to do it so that, like say this one here, the natural tension will want to make it bow up in the middle. What I'm doing is kind of pre-stressing them. You know, if you put it the other way, well then you'd end up with a saggy floor. You know, eventually it would dry and pull down. You have to realize wood is not a solid like a metal or something. Wood moves, it shifts with the humidity and stuff. So, pre-stress. But you do have to learn, well, you have to learn the hard way, but you learn to do it. You know, that's why you don't just cut them at random. That's why I want to split the center of the hardwood. You know, like I say, if you were to take, you know, I could have got more of them out of this by cutting it in a different method, but they would work sideways and they would warp up. This way, I'll only have them trying to, the weight-bearing section will be pushing up. Well, and I did, yesterday I was monkeying around. So like I say, this area used to be a trail. Right here was the main trail between Fort Abercrombie and Fort Ransom. You know, this is the leg that goes toward Fort Ransom. And the trail is right there. Now that's been overgrown for years, and I used to be able to drive through there, but I got a tree had fallen, and so I was going around all the time. Well, I decided to open up the original trail again, so I got in there with the tractor yesterday and pushed stuff around. But it was interesting, in my pushing around, when I looked this morning, there lays an old harness buckle. You know, that stuff, I find little odd bits and pieces all the time. It would be interesting sometime to go with a metal detector, but when I get this open again, it'll be reopening history. But it'll save me a little bit.